Just a second, sir. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the respected dignitaries and esteemed speakers, faculty members, and dear students joining us today through Google Pacific on a StreamYard platform. नमस्कार और आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on this insightful webinar on the topic Building India's Mineral Future Diploma Engineer at the Core of Sustainable Mining. आज का यह वेबिनार केवल माइनिंग इंडस्ट्री के बारे में जानने का अवसर नहीं है, बल्कि यह हमारे डिप्लोमा इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स को यह समझने का अवसर भी है कि इंडिया के सस्टेनेबल एंड टेक्नोलॉजिकल ड्रिवन माइनिंग फ्यूचर में डिप्लोमा इंजीनियर्स की क्या महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका है. It is now my privilege to introduce our distinguished speakers. We are honored to have with us Mr. Vignesh Kumar Kalyanan, Head of Operations Jawar Mine Hindustan Zinc Limited. Our next distinguished expert is Mr. Anurag G, Mine Ventilation Specialist, Jawar Mines Hindustan Zinc Limited, sir. We are also privileged to have with us Mr. Suresh Ravichandran, Head Digital and Mine Transformation, Jawar Mine Hindustan Zinc Limited, sir. Sir, welcome to you, sir, on this platform.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Vignesh Kumar Kalyanan, Head of Operations, Jawar Mines Hindustan Limited, to share their valuable thoughts and insight on the given topic. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So, thank you, Neeraj Shrimali, sir, Principal, Pacific Polytechnic College, and thank you for Mukesh, sir, Director, Pacific Polytechnic College. Thank you all the HODs and professors who has given this opportunity to interact with I can't say students. I'm seeing them as a future mining fraternity, community, or family. It's extended family. So mining is always a family. So it's good to thank you for opportunity to give the opportunity to interact with my family, my extended family, sir. So I'm sure that the family is watching us. The family is connected with us. So good to see you. So yeah, can you just put the slides? So before going to the just I want to turn to my family. Actually, the HOD sir has given some different topics. Sir, I'd like to interact with the students, so I have different topics to discuss. So then I have gone through all the topics. Then I choose the particular topic of building India's mineral future, and especially with the diploma graduates. Why I choose this? There's no specific reason. It's not a random chosen topic, because mining is not it's just an extraction of minerals from the earth. It is just building the nature, building the nation, so building the communities. It is for the building communities and building for the vision, and it is directly involving the vision of India. And as a diploma graduates, they are the hand-on forces which will implement and stages of safe and sustainable mining. So that's why we have chosen this particular topic, so that we can give that bridge the gap between the industry and the curriculums of our present educational. Since we are in industry for the last 15 years, so we have seen something that students expect something different, industry expects something different. So इसका बीच में क्या कहने का ही एक एक्सपेक्टेशन, डिमांड और सप्लाई मैच होना चाहिए, ताकि एक क्वालिटी मतलब फोर्स आ जाए, ताकि इंडिया के विजन को मतलब फुलफिल करें. That's why we choose this particular topic. Really, thank you for giving this topic, sir. So really is more than a so we now interest session. I like to have interactive session this one. So good. And one more thing I would like to say here is, so we are here not as a just as a industrialist. We are here as a I can say a guide or mentor, so that you can ask any questions in the chat box whenever you feel that you want to stop us. We can interact with you, make it very interactive sessions, so that it is a two-way communications sort of things. Thank you. So yes, so yeah.
So the slides are up.
Yeah, the slides are up. So you can go for move further.
Yeah.
So let me introduce a brief introduction about myself. So myself, Vignesh Kumar Kalyanan. I'm leading the operation of ZAO group of mines, having production of 4.5 million of production, and I'm working in the Zinc Limited of Vedanta. So I'm having 16 years experience, out of which 14 years of Ezetel and of 2 years in Africa in copper mines. Basically, my experience is with metal mining, having a deep set of minerals. So deep seated minerals is something like because since the mining community is going deeper and deeper, so it's very important to get the experience of deep seated minerals where we have have a safe and sustainable and efficient mining operations. Where I'm still in learning phase because we should understand that mining is always dynamic and every hour, every second we are learning from the rock. We are learning from the each and every operations what we are doing right now. So still I'm learning a lot. So still from my colleagues, from my industries colleagues, and from my fraternities of extended families, and we are continue learning. And I have worked with the different minerals like lead, zinc, silver, and copper mines, and have exposure of some explosives also. And one more, I'm leading for exposing drilling ministry committee of Hesital, and I'm leading of safety department of Zavan Group of Mines. And still, I'm associated with this, with our company now right now in Zavar as head of operations. Moreover, I would like to say one thing. So we even 60 of experience, my only learning is that just focus on the basics fundamentals, and that is the one which will add values to when whatever you're adding more and more that will depend on the fundamentals only. And I had a studying qualification of MBA, so which will because now the mining is become manual to mechanized and from mechanized to smart mining. So it is a mandatory that you need to add your qualifications so that you can cope up with our industrial requirements. So thank you everyone, and I'm handed to Andrew.
First of all, I will thanks Neeraj sir and team for giving us an opportunity to talk to the future mining expert. So I will briefly describe myself. So myself, Anurag Tarvecha. I am leading the ventilation department at Hindustan Zinc's our mines, and I have been experienced of around 11 years in different fields of development, production, safety, and in mainly in mine ventilation from last 6 years. So ventilation is a key safety aspect of the mines. So as we are working in the underground mines, so providing a good ventilation and good environmental condition will directly impact the production numbers, the safety of the people, the underground equipment productivity, reliability. So it is a key topic, and that is the most important basic fundamental in our underground mine operation. So in upcoming slides, I am going forward with the other things also. So right now we are producing around 4 million tons at our mines, and so ventilation being the key activity, and it must be tracked on daily basis, shift basis, and on going forward what is the requirement. So we will be covering in our next slide. Thank you again. I will handing over to Surya. Please, Surya.
Thank you, Anuragji. A very warm welcome to one and all, esteemed staff, faculty, my colleagues, and of course all the students present here today. I'll just introduce myself a little bit about myself. So currently I'm leading the digital and mine transformation vertical for Java Mines, which is part of the Hindustan Zinc organization. I have a total of 8 years of experience in various industries. This includes the aerospace industry, the electronics industry, now the power plant, so the energy sector, and now the mining industry. So working across diverse sectors has given me a broader aspect and understanding of technologies and automation that we can use. And of course, with the future of the mining industry, that is you, the students, here with us today, I'll definitely be very excited to take you along, our presentation and share the knowledge that we have, and how you can put your skills forward to help us, to help the mining industry, and to help the nation build a stronger future. Thank you, and I think we can get started with the presentation. We have a short video for you about zinc and our mines. I think it'll be good for you to have a look through and understand how we've reached here and what we have done.
Every day we're surrounded by strength, the toughness of steel in buildings, bridges, machines, and clean energy that powers our world. But what keeps steel standing strong? Resisting humidity and intense heat. Steel endures, fortified by an element that unites resilience with strength: zinc. Over 2,500 years ago in Rajasthan, cradled by the Arauli Range, Zawar marked the start of India's mining heritage. Here, ancient miners extracted sphalerite using handheld hammers, crushed it into powder, and used intricate clay retorts for smelting. This early innovation laid the groundwork for a legacy, which now defines India's modern mining landscape. Today, the processes at Zawar are unrecognizable from their humble beginnings. Drilling, mucking, hauling, milling, and smelting are all automated, driven by cutting-edge technologies, and digitalization for unmatched efficiency and precision. The heritage of Zawar has evolved into a beacon of modernity, making India a trailblazer in zinc production. From here, zinc emerged as more than just a mineral. Its resilience preserves and reinforces structures, making them stand the test of time and fueling progress across generations. From towering infrastructure to the foundations of every home, zinc safeguards and strengthens. It powers logistics, fortifies national defense, and promotes advancements from our homes to the stars. Resilient and steadfast, zinc embodies a legacy, powering progress and shaping a greener tomorrow.
I'm sure that was exciting to watch. I will now hand over to Vignesh sir, who will take you through the history of zinc and how we have reached where we are now. Vignesh sir.
थैंक यू सूर्य. सो मे बी आप लोग को लगता होगा ये वीडियो अपन क्या है, इसमें क्या दिख रहा है, बिकॉज वाई वी थिंक इज फर्स्ट ऑफ वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट माइनिंग इज, एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, माइनिंग जस्ट एक एक्सट्रैक्शन नहीं होती है. ये एक इंडस्ट्री का बिल्ड करने का एक तरीका होती है जिसमें हम एक स्ट्रॉन्ग कम्युनिटी उसको बिल्ड करता है, हम एक स्ट्रॉन्ग नेशन को बिल्ड करता है. सो दैट्स वाई लाइक आई कैन से हियर जिंक, अगर जस्ट फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन, every year almost 1.4 lakhs of rupees we are wasting due to the rust of our minerals, of steels. And zinc is the only mineral which can save 1.4 lakh rupees of Indian rupees due to of rusting, जिससे हम कितना इकोनॉमी को बढ़ा सकता है. So it's just a one mineral है. We have so many minerals. Then you can understand the importance of mining. First of all, we need to take proud of ourselves that we are in the mining fraternity and we are capable to improve our nation economy and improve our overall communities and improve the standard of our livings. So that's why we need to that's why this video is very important for you. I hope you can understand the intent of this thing. So just giving a small glimpse about our Azetel Limited, the Vedanta. So Azetel is one of the world's largest zinc producer. The integrated zinc producer, which companies that we are mining, we are doing milling, we are doing smelting up to the finishing product, and we are touching the lives of around more than 4,400 villages of 26 lakh of peoples. And we are in the top 10 silver producing globally. Synthesizer Good Mines of Enthesize Limited is in the top 3 in the zinc silver producing mines. And Rampur Agusha Mines is the world's largest underground operating mines presently in the lead and zinc. And 70% of the market share in the primary zinc is come from the Enthesize Zinc Limited. And apart from that, we have the world's largest integrated zinc smelter at Chandriya in Rajasthan. In terms of EBITDA, 20,000 crores of financial 2026, and total market capitalization of 22.25.5 billion, of which is around we can say 2.1 lakh crores of rupees. So why this is important to understand is you should understand that one industry like Hindustan Zinc Limited is contributing this much of large scale operations. Then you can understand that the industrial scale, how much adding to the mining sector, how much adding value to the Indian economies. So that's why the reason that these things I'm just putting it in front of you. अगर हमारा जर्नी देखें हिंदुस्तान जिंक लिमिटेड का, सो 1966 में हमने दरिबा स्मेल्टर साहब लेड हुआ है. देन इट्स अ जर्नी ऑफ 60 years, 6 decades of journey, start from 1966 for laid off Dariba smelter complex. Then Rajpura Dariba mine is 1984 we started, then smelters in 1989. Then gradually we improved our scale of operations. In 2010 the Rajpura Dariba hydro project 3 has been commissioned, and after that 2007 Sindhapur mine which was commissioned for 0.3 million tons of production per annum, which is producing right now 6 million tons. You see the ramp up from 0.3. अगर आप बात करोगे 3 लाख प्रोडक्शन से आज माइंस कर रही है 60 लाख की. So you can see the scale of production in terms of in 30 around 20 years. And it is now Sisco Mines is the lead producer of zinc and also silver globally. So we have just in around of 80-kilometer radius, we have this much of big mines. So this will show you the growth opportunities what is available just in and around you. And the people who are working this mine is from everywhere, or from the India, from globally also. So there are a lot of opportunities just available in and around us. हमको कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, हमारा आसपास से पड़ा हुआ हमारा growth opportunities. So that we will discuss in our further slides. And going forward right now in 2025, we are the global leaders in of lead and zinc, and we are the number one accredited by S&P Global audits, and we are the proud member of ICMM, and we have a volume of around 16 million tons of production with the R&R of 453 million tons. So you see the future. अगर आज हम प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं 16 मिलियन टन्स एंड हमारे पास R&R है 450 का, यू सी द फ्यूचर्स एंड द फ्यूचर इज इन योर हैंड्स. जो मेरा फैमिली यहाँ पे जो है, सो आपके हाथ में ही फ्यूचर है. एंड वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग फिनिश्ड मेटल ऑफ 1.1 मिलियन which is globally we are in the top 10. ऐसा बहुत कम कंपनी है 1 मिलियन टन क्रॉस करती है, so we are proudly say that we are one of them. And I have been told by Shimali sir and professors also, a lot of diversity is in our departments. It's more than 30%. So it's very glad to hear that, sir. And we also the same thing. We have very strong workforce of 700 plus women, and core women in mining, mechanical maintenance, electrical, administrative, HR, all the functions. We have very big diversity of more than 26% right working with us. So this figure will I hope it will motivate the जो girls जो अभी पढ़ रही है, जो girls अभी आने वाली है, surely it will take motivate, and the opportunity will improve further. And one more thing is we should be a responsible miner. We are demonstrating as a responsible miner. Like we have a 3.3 times water positive, and of energy management 70% by 2027 तक हम 70% renewable energy में जाने वाला है हम लोग. Also one of our plant, Pantnagar plant, we are working with 100% green energy. So because we want to demonstrate this to the world that yes, we are responsible miners and we are safe and sustainable mining. Yes, as I told you, we are touching a people of 20 lakh of rupees because every mining will build a community. If a community building is strong, then there will be sustainable mining. So हमारा ऐसे बात किया आपको डाइवर्सिटी भी है और इंक्लूजन भी है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट हम यहाँ पे लोकल कम्युनिटी को भी कवर करता है. सो वी आर हैविंग मोर दैट thousands of nangars in and around us, and we are with our local community women. We have a Saki schemes and a lot of schemes who is empowering for the local community women, and they are doing fantastic. And one more thing I like to highlight here, हमारे पास जिंक फुटबॉल एकेडमी है जिसमें हमारा बच्चे लोग हम लोग स्पोर्ट्स में जो इंटरेस्ट है हम उनको यहाँ बॉडी कराता है, यही ट्रेनिंग करता है फुटबॉल के लिए. एंड वेरी प्राउड टू से सर, एंड इज मोटिवेशन फॉर एवरीवन. अभी हमारा रिसेंट जो नेशनल लेवल की हमारा जो यंग टीम का इन्होंने मतलब they got winner prize from here. They got a trophies. It's very motivation for the local community also. That's why I'm saying that हम लोग माइनिंग से अभी काफी आगे है. एंड यस फ्यूचर लीडर्स जो भी यहाँ बैठा फ्यूचर लीडर्स है हमारा. सो माइनिंग इज द फंडामेंटल, but by doing the mining we are touching the life of entire nation, entire community in and around that particular mining area. So we should have a vision of a leader rather than the miner. So this is what I'm trying to emphasize here. मैं यही इसको मैं रजिस्टर करना चाह रहा हूँ.
Thank you, Vignesh sir. So moving on, we will
Thank
just
you. So just Surya sir, thank you so much, Vignesh sir, for such inspiring words and such a motivational words. And आपने बहुत आसानी से और बहुत सहजता से बता दिया सर कि हिंदुस्तान जिंक क्या कर रहा है और कहाँ वो क्या CSR एक्टिविटी कर रहा है और सोसाइटी के लिए क्या काम कर रहा है. और जो एक फैमिली, जैसे आपने स्टार्ट में ही कहा था कि ये माइनिंग स्टूडेंट्स नहीं है, ये हमारी फैमिली है. तो और लड़कियों के लिए, क्योंकि सर मैं बता दूं हमारे पास में डिप्लोमा माइनिंग इंजीनियर्स के अलावा इलेक्ट्रिकल, मैकेनिकल, सिविल, कंप्यूटर सारी ब्रांचेस में हमारा डिप्लोमा है. और फीमेल कैंडिडेट्स भी हमारे साथ में हैं। तो सर बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आपने बताया कि फीमेल का आगे स्कोप बहुत है, और माइनिंग जो पहले एक मिथ था कि माइनिंग के अंदर फीमेल्स नहीं जा सकता, वो भी अभी आपने यहाँ डाइल्यूट किया और बोला कि बहुत सारे यहाँ पर फीमेल वर्कर्स भी आपके यहाँ काम करते हैं। सो हमारे जो बच्चे हैं, जो फीमेल कैंडिडेट्स आज ये सुन रहे हैं, उनको भी लगेगा कि नहीं, हमारा स्कोप माइनिंग में भी है, क्योंकि माइनिंग इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि सिर्फ हमें माइनिंग ही करना है। इट्स माइनिंग प्लानिंग एंड ऑल दैट विच इज टू बी डन ओवर ऑफिस ऑल्सो। इट इज नॉट सो इट इज टू बी इन द फील्ड। So, sir, thank you so much. And now I request the next speaker. What's the criteria? Maybe Surya sir, please move forward, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you, Nit sir. I'll just quickly run you through the agenda for today. So we will explain why mining matters, and what the importance of mining is, what industries are being used in it, and then we'll run you through a cycle of what the mining process involves. As Vignesh sir mentioned before, how responsible mining happens, how safe operations are ensured, how we are involving technology into our mining operations as we evolve, and then finally finishing off with our ESG CSR activities along with the key takeaways. So I invite either Vignesh sir or Anurag sir to take over the mining process from here.
Maybe I will just add something on this, sir. So thank you, Shimali sir. So basically, sir, अभी बहुत लोग का सर अभी भी फंडामेंटल्स वी नीड टू क्लियर दैट यस माइनिंग का फंडामेंटल से चलता है, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड एज ए फैमिली हमारे पास आज का जो ट्रांजिशन है, बिकॉज वी नीड मिनरल्स और मेटल्स फॉर एच एंड एवरी सेक्टर, फ्रॉम टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, लाइक आवर आज जमाना है ईवी का। अगर फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन, अगर ये डीजल इक्विपमेंट बनाने के लिए अगर एक मिनरल की जरूरत पड़ती है, फॉर ईवी वी नीड 6 मिनरल, दैट मीन 6 मिनरल की जरूरत है। सो यू नीड जस्ट इमेजिन द डिमांड सप्लाई। आज हम डीजल इक्विपमेंट बना रहे हैं जिसके मिनरल की जरूरत है, दैट विल बी 6 टाइम्स मोर देन व्हाट वी रिक्वायर फॉर for EV and other things. So we have a very big demand, and is the hand of us, my family, whether India को import करना है नहीं तो self reliant बनना है, is not in the hand of us, is the hand of you who is sitting here, who is as students, as a future mining leaders. आपके हाथ में है हमको कितना self reliant बना इंडिया को. So we have very big responsibility, my dear fellows. I think deck is remote. Can you just check it out, Surya?
Sir, deck is presented.
Okay. So
Neeraj sir.
Further, I can say that. So growing our renewable energy also, and for everything we need our sectors. So we will be in forerunner all our inner areas. And if you talk about if you just elaborate that, what is the what is the role of all this maintenance, electrical, everything. Since we are moving from safe to sustainable, then to smart, of course, which will of course increase the demand of all the enablers like maintenance, electrical, and even I can say what is it, analytics and AIs, because अभी आज का जमाना है हम मैकेनिक्स से हम लोग आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं स्मार्ट माइनिंग की तरफ से. So and for that we need a lot of things we need to do, which will I will further go through those things. What are the career opportunities available with us? Yes, and we all know that now there is a talk of critical minerals, lot of things. Before going that, you see here for each and every industry, you see that the mineral requirement here, like for our electrical vehicles, lithium, nickel, and cobalt are the critical minerals which we need, and for our renewable energies, because we all know that हमारे पास जो लिमिटेड अवेलेबल एनर्जीज थे, so हमारे पास जो कार्बन हाइड्रोकार्बन है that will get depleted, so we need to go for renewable energies. So for that we need minerals for our infrastructures. अब हमारे जो रैपिड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो रही है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की, so for that we need iron, copper, aluminum, zinc and silver. So because to produce a strong mining career, so we need to build a strong community, and we need to pick up, and our vision should be very big as a leadership vision. And of course that will improve the economic growth, that will create jobs, and of course but in all these things we should behave in a responsible way, as some sustainable and responsible manner behave करना चाहिए. So that's the fundamental thing which we always keep in our mind. So maybe I want to touch because I can't live without touching this topic because आज का जो है इंडियन क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स की जो मिशन है जो इंडिया का जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर ने जो ऑलरेडी आगे बढ़ रहा है मे बी यू कैन सर्च इन यूर गूगल्स आज बहुत सारा ब्लॉग्स ऑप्शन हो रही है क्रिटिकल मिनरल के ऊपर सो बिकॉज नाउ द थिंग इज we want India to be self-reliant in critical minerals. We have very big resource available in India, but it's still unexplored or unidentified. So now is a responsible thing. हम उसको self-reliant बनने के लिए हमको आगे बढ़ना चाहिए because आज हमका जो ट्रांजिशन हो रही है बड़ी एनर्जी का हो बड़ी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का हो एवरीथिंग के लिए और इवन फॉर द सिक्योरिटी एंड फॉर द हेल्थ केयर ऑल्सो सो फॉर ऑल द थिंग्स वी नीड टू एक्सप्लोर फर्दर सो ओनली थिंग इज विद ऑल दिस थिंग्स आई लाइक टू एम्फेसाइज ओनली वन थिंग हमारे पास हमसे एक्सपेक्टेशन बहुत ज़्यादा है काफ़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ है और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बहुत दूर नहीं है बस हमारे पास ही है ओनली थिंग इज वेदर वी नीड टू से दैट यस आर वी रेडी or are we preparing ourselves but this is the question which we are asking by the governing bodies only thing is we need to prepare ourselves to make India as a self-reliant one so this is the for now how the mine will operate maybe for the next I will hand over to Mr. Anurag just to take you through the journey of the mine so Anurag over to you
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vignesh, sir. And yes, so it is very glad that we have be the part of the zinc journey, and I will also glad those who have joined with us for the next mining fraternity, mining family, mining experts, future mining experts. So yes, so I will be coming to the technical part of the mine journey. So mine journey is basically having the 7 distinct stages starting from the exploration and to the closure. So here we can basically see that the mining will start with the data and ends with the responsibility. So while going through the mining activity, we will start with the data and the last will become the responsibility. The responsibility is as much important as the production because when we are talking about this whole session, we are talking about the sustainable mining and mining for future. So if the closure is not up to the level or not maintained, the reclamation is not done, then that will not be the sustainable mining. So the importance of the reclamation is the similar to that of the production, to that of the safety. So yes, so I will start with the exploration. So what is exploration? Exploration is basically searching of the mineral deposit, but what basis? So that will include the geological knowledge, the field studies, the modern technology we are having, the drone systems, the GPS and GIS, the 3D things which we are doing on the daily basis. In if you are looking at the currently the exploration part, so you will find that we are doing the 3D modeling of the ore bodies, so that we can find out it is possible to mine it out or not. If we go through the mining definitions, so it includes the estimation and economical extraction of the metal is known as the mining. If we are doing the mining and it is not economical, then we can't go for the mining. So what it requires? It requires the proper exploration data, the proper mapping of the ore bodies, the proper planning of the ore bodies. So it may be or it may not be economical. So that are some data that must be in our hands to define the journey of the mine. Yes. So if you talk about the exploration, the another thing is that the in exploration we just find out the mineralization of the ore body, the quantity and the quality of the ore body. Even we can check the cost which will be required for that exploration part. So first of all the exploration, and then we come to the mine planning and designing. So first of all in exploration we will find out whether the current ore or the deposit, is it mineable or not, is it economical or not. And in mine planning, it is a process of deciding how we will extract the ore safely, economically, and maximum recovery. So we already talk about the mining definition, the extraction of the ore, economically extraction of the ore. So if we'll decide whether the ore is economically extracted or not in the mine planning and the designing part. So the initially what we do in the exploration, we will collect the data. The collected data is then we can put in the 3D modeling. We can also name it as a resource modeling. The resource model, currently we have many softwares we are using at our underground mines operation. That is, we can say AutoCAD, SURPAC. For ventilation modeling, we are using VanSeam. So there are different models and the softwares available in the all over the market. So we can use the best software which is utilized for our mining purpose. Second, what the software will give, may give, they will give our economic evaluations. We can check the cost. We can put the cost. We can put some metal prices and the recovery and the overall feasibility of the project. So, has we noted any project must include the feasibility report? It is feasible in all prospects or not? Maybe it is called safety. Maybe we can say that's the recovery. So, Surya, can we go again to the next slide?
Yeah, got it.
Yes. And as you already know, that in the mining operation, 80% must be the planning and 20% is the execution. Good planning may definitely give a good execution at the site, but a poor planning is definitely not giving us the proper execution at the site. So we will have a good planning so that we can have our good execution at the site, and we can minimize the cost. We can increase the safety of the person. We can lower the cost. We can start the production timely, and the major thing is that we can minimum the impact on the environment, because again and again we are always talking about the sustainable mining. So it is also a major part that we build minimum impact the environment. Yes. Next. The third, the third stage of the mining journey is mine development. So what is a mine development? So mine development is an access to the ore body, access to the ore body. So any for an underground mines, we are doing the mine development, which is basically four types. That is, first is decline, second is drift and levels, the third is raises, and the fourth is cross cut. So when we talk about the declines, they are the inclined development that is done for hauling of our ore production, and the moving of our equipments, for our laying of our services, and for continuous and maximum production from our declines. So second is drifts and level. The horizontal development which is done to approach the ore drives. So that is we will tell that is a level development. And again, the third is our raising. So raising vertical development. That is a vertical development that is mainly used for the ventilations, the services, and right now we can also see that we are doing the deep shafts. That is also used for man winding and ore production. Also, it is used. Fourth is our cross cuts and drive. That are the cross cuts are drive through to join the levels and the different levels and our different working areas. So basic equipments that are used for mine developments are jumbos. We have Charmec for face charging. We have scissor lifts for service handlings, and we have our explosive carriers to carry the explosives. So in this slide, you can see that that there are four types of mine development visible here. So we can see that the decline. The decline is the most critical development because it will define the further journey of the mine. So the better the decline development, the better the output of the mine. Yes. Next, please. Yes. So when we talk about the underground mining methods, so as we know that the different ore bodies requiring a different method of underground extraction of the mineral. So how can the underground mining method is defined? So basically, the underground mining methods, we have 6 types of underground mining methods. First is room and pillar. The second is sub-level stoping. The third we can talk about, that is shrinkage stoping. The fourth is cut and fill. The fifth is the long hole stoping, and the sixth the block caving. So in Zawar we are basically using the sub-level stoping. Has we have the large and steeply dipping ore bodies at the Zawar. If we see in Rampur Agucha, we are using that long hole stoping, where it is thick and vertical steeply dipping ore bodies are present. So uh, selecting the right method of stoping will define the safe, efficient, and cost-effective mining operations and the sustainable mining operations. So, if we talk about mm, about the role of the diploma engineers or mining people who have joined us, so we have different rules in our execution strategy at the underground mining operation. So it will start with the planning. So planning engineers in the planning phase. So the planning engineers are requiring. So in the planning phase, we are requiring the planning engineers. So better the planning, the better the execution. So we can go. Can we go move to the another slide?
So
Yes.
there is a video regarding sub-level stoping.
Sub-level stoping at the
Yes,
Zawar.
so I'll play the video for you all to watch.
Sub-level stoping is a commonly used method in large-scale mining. It is a versatile and productive method that is primarily used for large ore bodies with a steep dip, regular shape, and defined ore boundaries. There are different variations of the method depending on the shape of the ore body. However, the method is based on the principle of blasting out large stopes, which are usually backfilled to maximize recovery of the ore body. Drifts are created through the ore body to enable mining of stopes between sublevels. The ore body can be divided into primary and secondary stopes, where the primary stopes are mined first. The secondary stopes are left as pillars until the adjacent primary stopes have been mined and backfilled. Stabilized fill in the primary stopes prevents sidewalls to cave in when secondary stopes are mined. Opening raises are required to accommodate the initial blast and startup of the stoping process. If rock conditions allow, it is common to drill the entire stope before charging and blasting. Once ore from the first section has been blasted and mucked out, enough room is made to blast larger sections of the stope. One of the advantages with backfilling is the possibility to reuse waste for backfill material, such as tailing sand from the processing plant. The excavation sequence continues according to plan. Before it is time to excavate the secondary stopes, cable bolts are often installed above the stope. This will provide additional support to the rock mass, helping to prevent larger blocks from falling into the excavated stope. Productivity is maintained at a high rate since it is possible to mine the ore on different levels and stopes at the same time. Sublevel stoping is a productive large-scale mining method that enables a multitude of production points in operation at the same time, offering good productivity and low dilution.
Anuragji, you may continue.
Yes. So, as in the video, we have seen that the different activities related to the mine development, that is the production drilling, and the stoping methods. So, the another thing which is the most important in our underground mine operation is mine ventilation. So basically, what is a mine ventilation? It is a controlled supply of fresh air. So why it is controlled? Because if we supply if we supply in more quantities, that will may result in dusting, and that is a dust generation is more. And if we supply the low air, then the defuming, the dilution of the harmful gases is not up to the level, and so the safer environment is not able to maintain. So mine ventilation is basically the controlled supply of the fresh air to dilute the harmful gases, to remove the dust and the heat in the underground mines, and to maintain the safe working environment. So how there are different methods of mine ventilation. So there we can talk about two methods. That is the exhaust ventilation system, and the another is intake ventilation system. So what we are doing, we can see here in this mine model, that we are doing the shaft, the ventilation shafts. So what we are doing, we are installing the main ventilation fan at the top of the shafts, and the other sides we have done then intake raise. So the fresh air will come from one side, and it will and it will come out from the other areas. So while doing this process, so it will take away the it will remove the heat or dust or fumes, and maintain the requirable or the compliance, basically the required limit of the gases in the underground mines. So we have different ventilation requirement in the underground mines, which may be for, if you talk about the highly mechanized mine, we can calculate the ventilation requirements as per zero point 0.06 per kilowatt of the equipment running in the mine. So we can take out the ventilation requirement from that, and as per the requirement we can plan, or we can use, or we can plan the mine ventilation at the underground mines. So we can select the fan, with the requirement of the fan may be selected with the output of that number. The another thing we can use, we can choose the ventilation setup. It's a vent sim, the software which we are using, and that is a good software that can go through the mine areas, the mine model, and the ventilation at the different areas, at the different points of the mines. If you want something, we can give the inputs, and they will suggest us what we can do, so that we can deploy the fans, or we can deploy the isolation wall, we can deploy the brackets clothes accordingly, to improve the ventilation condition at that area. Now we can go that what is the purpose of ventilation. It will supply the oxygen. Basically what we are doing, that the fresh oxygen and the fresh air which is supplied from that is coming from the surface, is directly go to the working places with the help of long raising. So we are doing the long raising with the help of raise boring machines. Around we are doing 600 meters of 600 meters of long ventilation raises, which is the best reservoiring machines which we are utilizing in all over the mining industry. And Hindustan Zinc is doing it since last 6 years, and to maintain the requirement of the ventilation at the underground mines. Second thing, we can what is the ventilation monitoring. So once we have provided the required ventilation, we have to do the continuous monitoring of the underground environment, because the underground conditions is also dependent on the surface conditions. तो if we talk about that, हमारा समर और हमारा विंटर हम देखेंगे, तो अंडरग्राउंड माइन में जो वेंटिलेशन कंडीशंस है आर not totally different, but yes, there is a slightly different. So we have to go through ventilation monitoring periodically or continuously, so as per our requirement. So what we are checking, how we are checking, so we are using gas monitoring devices which will check gases. There are two types of gas monitoring devices, that is static and the another is fixed type. तो हम लोग जो करते हैं उसमें हम लोग, हमारे पास फिक्स टाइप भी है और हमारे पास क्या बोलते हैं स्टैटिक भी है. The static monitoring devices are used by the supervisors. The supervisors, they will inspect the area first, and if they are fixed that the environment is safe for the work, they then only they will allowing the persons to work there. So that if the ventilation is not good, we can't expect that the final output will be output will be good, or we will the safer output from the mine. So ventilation, can we come that slide only? Yes. So this is two types of ventilation, that is natural ventilation and the mechanical ventilation. The natural ventilation is due to the geothermic gradients, the difference between the temperature at the surface and the underground. So we have some natural flow to the underground, and the another is mechanical ventilator. So this is done with the help of the fans to move the air from the intake side to the exhaust side. The second is the selection of the fans depends on the depth of the mine, condition of the mine, temperature at the surface, pressures at the pressure monitoring at the different areas of the mines. And what is provided, it provides the better control and safety. You can use the mechanical ventilator according to our requirement, which is also known as ventilation on demand. So we can adjust the efficiency of the fan. So if you're requiring the higher, we can adjust the ventilation requirement with the fan, for with the help of the new coming fans and the softwares which are currently in use at Hindustan Zinc and in other major mines. So yes. So when we talk about the ground control and the support, the another key aspect of the mining is for the underground mine. Basically, this is related to the underground mines, that is ground control and the rock support. So when we are working underground, there are different types of supporting system we are using. First of all, we are using the rock bolts for the supporting of the roof. The second, we are using the wire meshes. Third, we are using the shortcutting systems. Another is the steel support. The steel arcs which we are using at the for the roof supports. So basically, what they are, the steel arcs are basically used in the weaker section of the grounds, and the wire mesh provides that the small rope pieces will not come out of that area, and the rope bolts are basically for the to hold the immediate ground at our roof area. So what we will do, what will be the good practices in case of the ground rock support. So we have to inspect the roof and identify the weak zones, and before we are starting any work. So and we have to install the rock supports at the area. And the another thing, no person should be allowed in the unsupported area, so that we can ensure the safety of the persons who is working underground, which is the most and most topmost priority for our underground operations and our sustainable and safer mining. So the basically what we are using the tools and equipments for the rock support is drill jumbos. We are having the 100% 100 automation in the drill supporting the whole operations of the rock bolt is done with the help of the drill jumbo. So no person is ever exposed in the unsupported area. We have another, the bolting machines. So bolting machine is the highly mechanized machine in which we have the options of drilling. We have the option of drilling, inserting the rock bolt capsules, and grouting the rock bolts with the single machines. Another, we have the shortcut machine. Earlier, we are using the manual shortcutting, but right now with the growing technology, we have the shortcutting machines. So it will make the shortcutting activity 100% in automation and with the help of the equipment. We have the steel arches that will be installed for that very weaker sections. So when we are going through a weaker sections, that may include the dike area, and sometimes we have the weathered rock conditions in an underground mines. So we can use the steel arches, and but continuous monitoring of this ground is very important to ensure that no falling of the rocks or any rock burst is there, or any roof collapse or any side wall failure, because this is a very risky instance in the foreign underground mines. Yes. Yes, the another when we come out when we go through the mining process, the another activity involves is mine dewatering. So mine dewatering is basically taking out more water than the intake. So we so the mine every time we are planning the mine dewatering system, we will keep in mind that the dewatering capacity of the mine must be in higher than that of the intake water, or we can say the seepage water. So a whole calculation has been followed on that ground, that that we must ensure that we have the dewatering capacity more than the coming water in the underground mines. So why it is dewatering important? The basic first of all is the safe working conditions. The second, to improve to prevent the any water flooding in our underground mine operation, because अगर कहीं पे भी पानी जाता है, या फिर it will directly impact the machines, it will directly impact the productions, it will directly impact the working condition of that area. That will also the another key aspect of the underground mines is housekeeping. So that is also up to the SAC if the mine dewatering is not working safe. So for deep mine, that is a key challenge for us for to ensure the proper dewatering. So we need in the planning phase. So what is the type of dewatering pumps we are using? What is the type of pipe laying system we are using in the underground mines? How we can keep the mine dewatering system efficient and effective? So right now as per the technology, we are using the continuous monitoring pumps, which can be monitored from the surface, which can be operated from the surface. They will let us know what is the water resist in that sump areas, and what is the running hours of the dewatering pumps. So it will let us know that how much water has been dewatering from the area, so we can continuously monitor it through single system. And the another we can talk about that uh, we can while planning of the dewatering, we must keep in mind of the rainfall of the area, and we must keep some standby pumps ready so that we can use in any case of if in any case of flooding, or in any case of where the water rise is immediate, and so that we can put the standby pumps. In case of breakdown, we can change the pumps immediately. The another thing, the sum capacity and the cleaning of the sums. So another major factor is the cleaning of the sum. So as we were working in the underground mines, so we can say that continuously when we are dewatering is done, the sludge may increase in our sums. So cleaning of the sums is also very important to ensure that the reliability of the pump is good, and the effectiveness of the pump is good, and the dewatering of the mine as per plan is keep safe and in under continuous operations. Yes. So mine services, that is as the picture clears, that it is an invisible system that keeps the mine running. Any failure in the mine services may lead to immediately or directly impact our day-to-day mining activities, the mining operations. That includes the safety of the persons also. So basically, we have underground water pipelines, we have dewatering pipelines. In some of the mines, we are using the compressed air pipelines for the underground mining operations of some equipments and for some charging purposes. The another is power cable. As we are going with the technology and the mining machineries, the power cables is very critical. And another is communication. So any of the, if we are talking about that कम्युनिकेशन केबल, सो आज की जो माइनिंग एक्टिविटी है, हम जब बात कर रहे हैं कि हम लोग पूरा एआई बेस्ड, और हम लोग कंटिन्यूसली ट्रैकिंग पे जब जा रहे हैं, और कंटिन्यूसली माइनिंग में जो हम लोग एडवांसमेंट कर रहे हैं, तो कम्युनिकेशन राइट नाउ इज द biggest area of our concern. So the communication cable is a key part of our mining services, so that people will be in directly in touch, and everybody will let know what is happening in current situation in the underground mines. So the mine services will keep running our underground mines safely, and it is the lifeline of the mine. It's a lifeline of the equipment. It is a lifeline of the production, and it is also ensures the safety of the people and equipment who are working in underground mines, and it will directly impact our productivity. Any poor planning in the mine services may directly impact our the productivity, because अगर हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि माइनिंग इज बेसिकली इकोनॉमिकल एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ द ओर, so we need to ensure that the best productivity will be ensured for the any mining operation, so that we can reduce the cost, so we can improve the productions, and it will directly impact our breakdowns. Because अगर हम बात करते हैं कि हमारा कम्युनिकेशन इज गुड, तो हम लोग इमीडिएटली हमारा इंफॉर्मेशन हमको पहुंचेगा कि कहीं पे कुछ ब्रेकडाउन है या फिर कहीं पे कुछ इमरजेंसी है. तो कम्युनिकेशंस इज अ की फैक्टर ऑफ द माइंस इन माइन सर्विसेज. अनदर इज इट विल सपोर्ट द सस्टेनेबल ऑपरेशन. सो व्हाट इज सस्टेनेबल ऑपरेशन? अगर हमने कुछ भी लाइन को गलत तरीके से या गलत एरिया से हमने उसको ले ऑफ किया है, so sometimes we are facing that suppose the damages in the communication cable where the equipments are running, so improper laying of the communication will lead to the damages and stop our mine operations and ensure our communication system in the underground mines. Next. Safety culture in our underground mines. So safety is the foremost important for our underground mine operation, because a safer mine is the productive mine. अगर माइन की कंडीशन सेफ है काम करने के लिए, तो जो भी हमारे पर्सन है, हमारे हेल्पर है, वर्कर है, हमारे बिजनेस पार्टनर्स है, they will be working freely in the underground mines to ensure what we are committing to deliver. So what is the when we talk about the safety is the responsibility of everyone. ऐसा नहीं है कि सेफ्टी इज ओनली अगर कोई लीडरशिप चाहेगा तो होगी, बट सेफ्टी का जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है वो हमारे टॉप से लेके बॉटम की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. बिकॉज माइनिंग एक ऐसा कल्चर है कि जहाँ पे एक भी गलती इट विल लीड टू अ बिग डिजास्टर्स and big risk in the underground mine. So what is the safety culture? Safety culture is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Yes, this is important. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारी एक गलती किसी और के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा वो इंसिडेंट का कारण बन सकती है, किसी के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा रिस्क हो सकता है. So we have to showcase the safe culture. We have to ensure that everybody along with me is safe. And अगर हम बात करेंगे तो the main thing that comes out of the mine is minor. It is not the production. So safety is at the foremost important for our. So for ensuring the safety, we have different methodologies we are using. We are making the SOPs for the system. अगर हम कोई काम करना है तो उसके लिए हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड प्रोसीजर बनाते हैं, ताकि अगर वहां पे कोई प्रेजेंट नहीं भी हो तो ही कैन गो थ्रू दैट स्टैंडर्ड प्रोसीजर ऑफ वर्किंग, एंड ही में नो कि इस काम को करने का क्या तरीका है, और इसको अगर इस काम से हम लोग नहीं करेंगे तो क्या उसमें हजार्ड है. सेकंड, रिस्क असेसमेंट. फॉर डूइंग एनी एक्टिविटी, द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज रिस्क असेसमेंट ऑफ द एरिया. तो अगर हम लोग कहीं भी काम करने जाएंगे अंडरग्राउंड माइंस में, तो हमको सबसे पहले देखना है कि वहां पे क्या क्या रिस्क है और क्या क्या हजार्ड से फर्स्ट हो. तो इफ वी नो द हजार्ड, यहाँ पे लूज है, इससे क्या खतरा है, इससे खतरा है, तो वी कैन इमीडिएटली रिजोल्व द एरिया, मेक इट सेफ एंड स्टार्ट द वर्क. एंड इफ द एरिया इज सेफ, द प्रोडक्शन, द माइन आउटपुट विल डेफिनेटली कम आउट, एंड द पीपल जो हमारा उनसे बॉन्ड है, दैट विल आल्सो इंक्रीज इफ वी आर डूइंग द सेफ बिहेवियर एंड सेफ कल्चर एट दैट area or any of the industry. So Yes. If we talk about the major hazards in the underground mines, so basically there are many hazards in the underground mines. But the key hazards, if you talk about, is the rockfall, the another exposure to the toxic and explosive gases, the mine fire. Basically right now we are using the heavy equipments in the underground mines, and we have moved from the manual to the highly mechanized mining operations in all around the world. So there is a fire and smoke hazard is increasing day to day. So that is another major hazard in underground mine. There's another dust exposures. uh, the another we can talk about, that is a man machine interaction or machine machine interaction. So uh, जैसे कि जैसे हमारा जैसे जैसे इक्विपमेंट्स अंडरग्राउंड में बढ़ते हैं, तो हमारा जो एक हमारे जो हेवी इक्विपमेंट्स अंडरग्राउंड में चल रहे हैं, इफ यू लुक अराउंड द इक्विपमेंट्स, तो उनमें काफी कम विजिबिलिटी का फैक्टर होता है, उसमें काफी ब्लैक एरियाज होते हैं, जो कि ब्लाइंड एरियाज होते हैं, जो कि डायरेक्टली विजिबल नहीं होते हैं. सो वी मस्ट नो कि हमारा किसी भी इक्विपमेंट का ब्लाइंड एरिया क्या है, क्या हमको मतलब उस मशीन से अगर मशीन को रुकवाना है. उसके बाद वी आर यूजिंग द मैनुअल्स इन द अंडरग्राउंड माइंस, कि अगर कोई रैम में आता है तो हमको मैनुअल्स का यूज करना है. अनदर इज इलेक्ट्रिकल हजार्ड. सो we have using the jumbos, we are using the dewatering systems, so everything is electrically operated. So there is a big hazard of electrical related things. Another is water and inundation. So water and inundation, if we have the good dewatering system planned in our planning phase, so we can ensure that these hazards may be minimized, or we can continuously check off this hazard. We can continuously monitoring will eliminate this hazard. So it is not like that कि अंडरग्राउंड माइन में hazard है तो हम लोगों को क्या करना चाहिए. तो वहां आता है बेसिकली आप लोगों का जॉब, हम लोगों का जॉब, जहाँ पे वी कैन गिव अवर इनपुट, कि हम लोगों को जो इंस्पेक्शन हो रहा है हमारा, उसमें हमारे क्या इनपुट रहते हैं, और हम लोग कैसे किसी भी एरिया में, जो हम बात कर रहे थे अभी रिस्क आइडेंटिफिकेशन और हजार्ड आइडेंटिफिकेशन, तो हम लोग उस आइडेंटिफिकेशन को कैसे करते हैं, बिकॉज वी आर द की रोल टू प्ले इन आवर अंडरग्राउंड ऑपरेशंस, because you are the future foreman, you are the future mine managers, you are the future mining leaders. सो आपका इसमें जो है सेफ्टी पर्सपेक्टिव में और जो हजार्ड आइडेंटिफिकेशन में एक बहुत बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंस है. और द माइंड में बी सेफ if our day-to-day activities will involve the process what we are talking about, the standard operating procedures. So going out to the next slide. Yes, that is a emergency preparedness. So last slide we have talked about the hazards. The another thing is emergency preparedness. So किसी भी इमरजेंसी केस में हमको पूरी तरह प्रिपेयर्ड रहना है. जैसे कि हम लोग बात कर रहे थे अभी डिवॉटरिंग सिस्टम में, डेट वी मस्ट हैव द स्पेयर पंप्स. अगर हमारे पंप्स, तो सेम चीज है कि इन एनी केस वी हैव द स्पेयर प्रिपेयर्डनेस फॉर दैट, टू इंश्योर दैट how we can react at any case of any emergency. So for this, that is another key aspect of the mine, that is emergency preparedness. So what we have in our underground mines for the emergency preparedness, first is refuse chambers, second escape routes. So when we are talking about the secondary outlet, तो mine में secondary outlet is our key requirement, that which will include the main passes. Main passes is interconnections of the different levels, so that in fact of ramp we have the another main passes, so that persons in case of any emergency they may come out of that area and to the safer place. We have the another self rescuers. So self rescuers is basically a oxygen providing apparatus which is used in underground mines, so that the persons can move out to the safer area, move out to the fresh air bases in the underground mines, in case of any fire, in case of any fumes, in case of any basically the blasting fumes or anything. The another is emergency equipment. So, we have fire extinguishers, we have hose reel, the breathing apparatus, we have here fire hydrant lines to cope up with any case of fire or any case of emergency. So in this case, another the communication system. We have we must ensure that the communication is strong, so that everybody must be communicated in case of an emergency. For that, we have underground leaky feeder system, we have underground telephones, we have underground tracking systems, means man and machine tracking system, which can be seen from the surface, live tracking systems. And the another thing is the most important is mine rescue. So we have the separate mine rescue team, which is 24 into 7 prepared for prepared to take charge in case of any emergency or any rescue operations at the underground mines. So we have the trained teams, and we have the right equipments, and the quick response will ensure that in case of emergency, we can not haphazard the situation. We can take the proper decisions, and ensure that everyone is safe, and everyone will come out of the mine safely. And we can again see how can we minimize the hazards, and we can take the key aways of that situation, and implement the key learnings from that in our future mining operations.
Thank you, Anuragji. So I'll take over the slides going forward from
Uh,
here.
Uh, Thank you, Anurag sir, from our side, and
Thank you, sir.
you well explained our students also regarding most of the part, such as we can say what are the we can say journey of mining start from, as you said, start with the data and complete with the responsibility. As you said, it is perfectly said. An exploration part, the mine planning and designing part, mine development plan part, and we can underground mining methods, and your thirst area, that is mine ventilation. Because I know you are expert of mine ventilation, and you will definitely explain our students also what are the key, what is the role and what is actually the purpose of mine ventilation in our mines. So, sir, it is very informative session from your side, sir. Thank you so much from our side, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Continue,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Go to you, sir.
Thank you, Neeraj. Continuing on, so we'll look at the different types of underground equipment, the critical ones at least, that we use in our daily operations. One of them, important one being LHD, which is your load haul dump truck. There's another variant to it, which is your low profile dump truck, which is an LPDT, which is labeled underground dump truck. Then a jumbo drill. Jumbo drill is mainly used for your phase development, your supporting drilling activities. Then you've got your rock bolt, like Anuragji mentioned before. This is used for the supporting of your structures. Cable bolting, rock bolting, all is done through this particular machine. Then you have a long hole drill, or the other more commonly known terminology for this is your production drill. So we've got a couple of brilliant OEMs here on site at Zawar working with us in the name of Sandvik and Epiroc. You might know them. They provide excellent production drills. They're very useful. So these are the drills that we use to get our ore out. These do the production drilling, through which then we do the charging of that particular stope, and then blasting, and then mucking and bringing it to the surface. This is one of the more critical equipments that enable us to bring our ore back to the surface for further processes. Then you also have your additional, utility vehicles. There are a few of them. So, there are 3 shifts on a daily basis. The mine obviously works around the clock, 24/7. So for 3 shifts, we need to take a lot of manpower in and out of the mine. We've got passenger cars. We've got RBO. So these are breakdown operational utility vehicles. So and these enable us to bring in people. So the full form of RBO is rescue breakdown operation vehicle. This is used for any urgent requirement for going underground or bringing someone back up, especially in the case of any emergency, in the case of any critical operation that is to be done within a time constraint. You've also got Isuzu. So these are modified vehicles. Some of you might have seen Toyota Hiluxes. So this is similar to that vehicle. These are modified for underground operations as per DGMS guidelines, which is the governing body for mining safety. So this vehicle is modified as per the guidelines, and then we use it for particular patrolling, for surveillance, for up and down utility, transportation, logistics, etc., etc. Now, maintenance strategies, as we deal with a wide range of fleet of vehicles, HEMMs, which is your heavy machinery, we do have to have maintenance strategies in place, because none of these machines are always going to be perfect. Like our regular vehicles, that are cars, bikes that we use, these also need maintenance, so that we ensure that we can prolong the productive life cycle of these equipments without losing these vehicles to some major failure or some major breakdown. So one of the first ones I like to start with is breakdown maintenance. So this, as in the terminology, run to failure methodology. So when the breakdown happens, then our team goes where the breakdown happened, or brings the machine back to the workshop, where a routine check and breakdown maintenance is carried out to ensure that the machine is back to its running condition. Then you have preventive maintenance. So on a monthly basis or on a 3 monthly basis, so some of these heavy machineries require maintenance to be carried out. So this is similar to the services that you do for your personal vehicle, your cars and bikes, where every year, whether it is running or not, you have to take it to your service provider, whichever brand that is, to carry out your oil filter checks, your fuel filter checks. Similarly, we carry out preventive maintenance. These machines on a periodic basis are brought back to the surface. A routine cycle is done in terms of checking its healthiness, its filters, its operating conditions, its tires. So this is defined as per the standard operating procedures in our maintenance strategies, and we carry this out to ensure that no major breakdowns happen during our normal working hours, or normal shift hours. Then you have predictive maintenance. This is now the next step to the preventive maintenance. Although we might be good with our preventive maintenance, we are up to date, there are some breakdowns that you cannot really predict, that this will happen. So to avoid any unplanned downtime of our vehicles, we further add sensorization. We implement sensors into our heavy machinery, either on contact base or within the circuit of the machine. And we monitor this 24/7 through real time monitoring, either through network access, or whenever the vehicle comes back to the surface, we take a dump of the data, we analyze this data, and if there are any abnormalities in the form of vibration, in the form of increased fuel consumption, we carry out a full root cause analysis of why this is so, and if we identify any issues, we ensure that this is corrected, corrective action is taken, and the machine is sent back. This way we are also able to ensure that any major breakdown is avoided. Similarly, for condition-based maintenance, and it is similar to predictive maintenance. So we maintain the vehicle based on its condition. As the vehicle gets older and older, it will obviously require a lot more service into it, a lot more newer parts, a lot more overhaulings. So basis the age of the vehicle, the running time of the vehicle, the environment that the vehicle operates in, we do condition-based maintenance to ensure that, again, major breakdowns are prevented. We don't have any unplanned downtime of the vehicle. So you have your planned downtime, which is through preventive maintenance. We anyways take that into calculation for the availability of the vehicle. The remaining unplanned, we try to minimize as much as possible through these 5 methods of maintenance strategies. The last one is more of a digital work order. This is a digitized form of maintaining, keeping records of the maintenance that we've done on each vehicles. This allows us to efficiently manage all the maintenance strategies on a single system without having to have it paper based, and then managing the paper or a large volumes of data and paper from a cabinet, or from a storage point of view. And also, as your data is digitized, it is easy for you to analyze it through various AI platforms, large language model platforms that are available to us nowadays. Now, reliability engineering, this is again another subset to my maintenance aspect. So these are, there are 3 very important parameters that are used in reliability engineering. Some of you might know it, you might have learned it. So one is MTBF, which is my mean time between failures. Then the second one is my MTTR, mean time to repair or resolve. Depends on the industry or what terminology they use, but they are the same meaning. Then the third is availability. Now, mean time between failure is nothing but simply, the time that between one failure and another, how much time have I got the machine available for, and then I take an average of this depending on the number of times the machine has failed. So as you can see in the formula, so it is the total operating time divided by the number of failures. Then similarly for mean time to repair, again, as it says in the terminology itself, when my machine breaks down, how quickly can I bring it back into service again? How quickly can I give its availability? So similarly, the formula for it goes total downtime divided by number of failures. So this will give me on average how much time my maintenance team, my maintenance personnel take to bring that machine back into service and into productivity. And that way I can then calculate my availability. Although the formula is a mixture of MTBF and MTTR, it is nothing but simply the machine's availability for me to use. So whenever my operations team require the machine, if my machine is not available due to a breakdown, due to an issue, then it is booked under non-available conditions. Availability is nothing but my machine being available for operational use whenever and when required. Then another very effective tool that we use for reliability engineering is root cause analysis. So whenever I have my breakdowns, whenever I have issues, I'll have to do a complete inspection of the vehicle, figure out many different reasons as to why this problem could have occurred, and then pinpointing that specific problem is what root cause analysis does. Now, why do we do this? We eliminate all the issues that could have possibly happened, and during this process, you might also come along coincidental findings or findings that that are currently developing, issues that are currently developing but have not led to a breakdown yet. So during this process of root cause analysis, you might find coincidental findings that you can also carry out corrective actions for, which will prevent your future unplanned downtimes. And then in addition to this, you've got your Paretos, your fishbone diagrams, which further help you in eliminating any sort of issues that you could face that could lead to unplanned downtimes. Now, moving on from maintenance and reliability engineering, we'll go into a bit of the technology aspect of how our mines have evolved. So as you saw from the video before that we showed in the beginning, we have gone from a completely manual mode of operations. This is from the 1960s and before. We've gone from a very manual mode of operations where we've been using hammers and physical efforts to do the mining into now. So this has moved in form of industrial revolutions 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Currently, we're at industrial revolution 4.0, and further we're moving to 5.0. Now, as you can see from the images shown in your presentation, we have gone from a very manual based operation into machine, which is a mechanized mining. Now we are slowly transitioning into automated mining, going into connected mining, and then a completely autonomous mine. Now, I'll just very quickly explain the distinct differences between them. A mechanized mine is nothing but a simply, mine that is run through machines. So this is already very common practice in all the mines in Hindustan Zinc or Rio Tinto, BHP, wherever you may go. This is already established. This is pretty much 100% established. People are using machines to do a lot of the work and less physical effort, like jackhammers or using physical tools to sort of dig the ore out. Now we are in the phase of automated and connected mine. So this is where you may find some mines stuck in the automated mining aspect. You may find some mines already that have progressed to connected mines. So automated mine in the sense, now that we have machines, how can we use these machines to further do my manual work? Machines, I have operators deployed in my machines that still do the work. They have to operate the machine for the machine to do the more rigorous work for them. Now, how can I ensure that my operator does less work? Or if my operator does not do any work at all, but tap a few buttons, set it in automation, and the machine does the work for him? This is where we're transitioning. And this is where, connected mind comes into play. So like Anuragji mentioned before, communication plays a very important role in safety of mines. So we have deployed leaky feeders. So these are radio frequency based communication channels that are in the mine to ensure that every person that is underground at this particular point in time is connected to each other. They know where they are, they know their locations. So in the event of where we need to do charging and blasting, we are 110% sure that every personnel that went underground has come back up to the surface so that we can safely carry out our blasting and mucking operations. And then your last aspect is your autonomous mining. So this is where we will see a tremendous shift and tremendous change in the way mining world operates. And this is where most of you listening today will come into play, because you will be the, the future involvers, the future people that will go into the mining world. Autonomous mining is where we will ensure that humans come at a supervisory level and less at a physical level. So this where we will try to do underground mining operations from a surface point of view, where the machines that I've deployed, the technology that I've deployed are working from a logic and a software point of view underground autonomously, and humans have just have to sit and ensure that everything is happening as defined and as designed. Now, digital safety and monitoring, like again mentioned before, as a fellow colleague to my miners, as a manager, as a leader, my main and most important responsibility is to ensure that whoever has come to work with me, whoever has come underground with me, goes back home to their families safely every day. And I have to ensure this without fail, regardless of production, regardless of whether my business targets are being met. This is the most important and most critical aspect for me to ensure at all times, round the clock, 24/7. So to ensure digital safety and monitoring, we are using a lot of technologies like computer vision, wearable devices, CCTVs, AI-based, supervisory layers, to ensure that all the people that we're deploying, all the people that are going underground, are adhering to our safety compliances, are wearing the person protective equipment like your helmets, your cap lamps, your self-rescue kits. People are not deviating away from the standard operating procedure. Wearable devices are enabling us to monitor every single employee, around the clock, their vitals, their BP, heart rate, any abnormalities before it escalates. We're able to bring them back to the surface and get immediate and seek immediate medical help. This ensures that any problem does not escalate, anything does not lead to anything tragic or anything fatal. So we ensure that the most important aspect in mining is sending my colleague back home safely to their families. Now, automation in underground mining. So, like I mentioned before, we do have the machinery nowadays. The machines are efficient, but they can be more efficient. Why? Because there is a huge aspect of human variance in operating machines. For example, if I was to take myself and if I was to take another operator, let us say, who has done this work for the last 10 years, I, being a digital expert, might not be able to operate the vehicle, even though I have the knowledge of the vehicle inside out. I might not be able to do it as fluently as him. Me doing the same drilling might take a day or a day and a half, whereas that particular operator can do it within 2 or 3 hours or within a shift. So this human variance plays a very important aspect in terms of productivity and the amount of mining, efficient mining that we can do in a particular day or in a particular period of time. So to enable and eliminate that aspect of human variance, I'm not saying we are eliminating humans itself through automation. We will only be eliminating the human variance. We'll place humans at the supervisory level, where machines will be automated with particular logics, with set logic, set measurements as per the drill plan that my planning team is giving me, as per the geotechnical plan, the supporting plan that my geotechnical team is giving me, as per the safety plans that my safety team is giving me. All this is fed into my systems, and then my system analyzes the entire plan and then does the work by itself. So one of the key examples would be teleremote operations of my production drills, of my load haul dump trucks. So what this simply is now a person has to sit in the cabin of the production drill to operate and do the drilling. Now, if I can do that by from the surface, like simply like playing a game on your computer or your consoles that comes nowadays, Xbox, PlayStations, etc. If I can do that from the surface through video feeds, through haptic controls that come back to my control room, I am not only doing production drilling from a remote point of view. I'm enabling safety to my operator, because he's not there at that particular site where there's a lot of fumes, where it is hot. Temperatures sometimes can go beyond a certain level of management. If my ventilation fans for some reason have some unplanned downtime, I'm not sending my operator into line of fire. I'm not sending him into some unsafe environment. I'm ensuring that my safety is increased. At the same time, if blasting has to happen underground, we all know that there is a mandate for all personnel to come to surface. But if my person is already operating from the surface, my blasting can happen, as well as my productivity can still continue on while this blasting happens, because nobody is underground. So this way, I'm increasing my volume, I'm optimizing my cost, and the most important, I'm creating an extremely safe environment for my operators, for my foreman, for my shift in charges, because everything is being monitored from a surface and from a safe control room. Then again, Anurag ji mentioned smart ventilation, which is the other form for us is ventilation on demand. So again, this uses computer vision. This uses tracking devices like the wearable devices that I mentioned before. So the ventilation for a particular drive or a crosscut, is activated only when when personnel are detected in that particular area, and the level of air quality drops beyond a certain set point. So you can see this, best way to relate to this is motion detected lights that you see in airports and malls nowadays. So in a similar fashion, when you detect people and when you detect low air quality, ventilation for that particular area is activated, and ventilation for that particular area is triggered. Now this way, not only am I able to ensure that wherever people are, ventilation happens, I'm also ensuring that from a business point of view, I am not just running ventilation fans left, right, and center, which adds up to my operating cost, which adds up to my unnecessary electrical consumption. So this reduces my carbon footprint as well, because I'm using less energy, and I'm using only energy where required and when required. And then similarly for automated pumping, for dewatering, let us say, I only trigger my pumps through certain set logics where water level, or there is a containment of water over a certain set logic. This way, again, I'm ensuring that my energy consumption is not unnecessarily high. This way, I'm ensuring that I'm not adding load to my electrical substations, because again, electrical substations have a certain capacity, certain limits, and over this load capacity, they can trip, leading to a complete power failure in my mines. Now, one of the more interesting topics nowadays, more of a hot topic, let us say a trending topic, artificial intelligence in mining. How can artificial intelligence help us? Although a lot of mines are still getting up to pace with technology, artificial intelligence is included in our daily mining nowadays. I can also say that I use AI in mining, computer vision being one of the more predominant technologies of AI that is enabled. So like I mentioned, we've got infrared based cameras that we deploy in our generator and transformer areas for detecting hotspots. Now, if for people that understand, for all of you that understand electrical circuitry, electrical circuits, due to unexpected loads, can have certain spikes in temperature, which can lead to fire hazards or breakout of fire. Now we are able to use artificial intelligence to detect these rise in temperatures for us in that particular transformer, in that particular switchyard rectifier, and before that spike in temperature turns into a fire, we are able to take corrective action. And then again, for predictive maintenance through various sensors, so one of the key examples being vibration based sensors. We use these in our mill areas where our ore gets crushed. We have placed velocity based vibration sensors on our equipment to monitor vibration 24/7. Any abnormalities within that particular crusher, with that particular mill asset, we detect it beforehand, and before a huge failure or a huge breakdown happens, we are able to take corrective action. Again, this helps in ensuring that my volume throughput is continuous. I'm not taking a hit to my volume. Again, this ensures that I'm enabling safe operations for my manpower, because a lot of these failures can be uncontained. It can be in the form of you know a whole breakout damage, or an explosive damage, which can cause hurt to my workforce. So implementing this technology ensures that I'm enabling safe environment for my workforce. And lastly, I'm reducing cost. The more that I take corrective actions on a smaller scale, These are usually smaller expenditures, as opposed to when I have a huge failure, then I might have to replace large parts, large assets, or the complete assets itself, which is a big cost for me, as opposed to a smaller cost of just replacing a small part, which will eliminate that entire failure mode. And then again, overgrade prediction, fleet optimization. This is something that is very important for us. We have a diverse range of fleets, like I mentioned before. We use multiple machineries from multiple OEMs, like Sandvik, Normat, Epiroc. These fleet, to ensure that I'm using it in the right way. I'm not consuming a lot of diesel unwantedly. My engines are not on, so we call it idling hours. A lot of times, the machine is on but is not being used productively. This increases our diesel consumption, obviously leading to higher costs. We place sensors, so AI-based sensors that monitor the vehicle's movement, track the vehicle's location, to ensure that these vehicles are moving only within the line of operations as defined by the SOP, and they're being used productively. And when not being used, these are turned off appropriately, are parked in the appropriate spots, and not in an unsafe manner. This way I'm enabling my fleet to be used productively as much as possible, and also reducing my cost of operations. And then like mentioned before, safety monitoring, we're using we are using it as simple as our mobile phones nowadays. Take a photo of a particular area, ask AI for me to identify 4 risks. It is able to do it in a fraction of second for me. This way, if I identify 3 or 4 risks every day in every particular area, I'm eliminating hazards as much as possible. I'm reducing the risk of injuries. I'm reducing the risk of tragic events, ensuring that my operations are as safe as possible. And for people that are based out of offices, for people that are have more predominantly a more of a desk job, nowadays we've got Copilot, we've got ChatGPT. I'm sure a lot of you must have used it. A lot of you must know it by now. You have got many other platforms that help you do your daily simple tasks, such as sending out emails, drafting messages, summarizing documents, huge technical reports. These are now being integrated across all our ecosystems to ensure that all people's times, as we are all uh, deputed to work on the productivity of mining rather than typing mails and writing letters and giving responses. We can ask AI to take care of these unproductive tasks for me, or these communicative tasks for me, and focus on my more core places of work. This ensures that not, my expertise is improving, my productivity is improving, and overall, some people spend a lot more time in the offices because of these additional tasks. This is reduced, improving my daily work-life balance. The amount of time that I give to the office and the amount of time that I give to my home, family members. Ensure there's a equal balance between both of them, ultimately leading to a higher satisfaction rate of employees. This is how AI is enabling us. And then going forward, this is something for the future: digital twins, predictive analytics. So one best way of explaining a digital twin to all of you watching is, we use a digital twin on a daily basis, and not a lot of us are aware that this is a digital twin. This is simply Google Maps. So this is a very simple way of explaining what a digital twin is. This is basically a digital world of your current world that you are in, and it reacts to every single movement that you do in the digital world as well. That is why I took the example of Google Maps, because if you let us say put a specific direction to a location that you want to go to, as you move, the pointer in Google Maps also moves, and then it also predicts how much time it will take for you to reach there, uh, due to various factors such as traffic, due to lane closures, due to road repair works that are going on. So similarly, a digital twin for a mine will again take into account all these operational constraints, all these maintenance challenges, the condition of your vehicle, and then map out a complete live map of your mine, your entire mine layout, and give you analysis on what could change, what sort of issues you could face by carrying out a particular action. So let us say if I was to park a big vehicle in the ramp area in the middle, what would be my consequences? Ultimately, as the ramp is a single lane path all the way down to the lower levels and the upper levels, this will create a jam, a traffic jam in my mind. This will, stop all my vehicles from either going out or coming in, ultimately, reducing the level of productivity that I'm having, the amount of mucking, the amount of ore that I'm bringing back to the surface, and ultimately, safety as well, because there's a huge traffic jam. People are not able to move now. People are on feet trying to get back to the surface. Now, this way, a lot of things get affected due to one single action, and this is what a digital twin will do for me. This will carry out a complete what if scenario for me. It will say, if I do this action, what all the consequences could be from a business point of view, from a safety point of view, and from a complete overall strategy point of view. So this is something that all mines, including Hindustan Zinc, are aiming to bring in the near future, to ensure that whatever training that we're giving to our personnel, they are already aware of every situation and how to handle every situation, so that we can enable the best possible outcome from every challenge or pain point that we face. Again, remote operations, connected mines. I do not want to take much more of your time. In the interest of time, I'll keep this short. This is similar to what I explained before. So this is operation of the mine from the surface to enable safety, to enable more productivity. So this picture itself gives you a clear overview of what teleremote or remote operations are. Most or all of my workforce will be located at the surface in the control room, and remotely through communication channels and connection to my fleet, they will be able to control it. And whatever the work that on a present basis that the operator does from the cabin, this can be done from the surface, ensuring higher amount of safety and higher amount of productivity. And then future smart mine, all these put together, the end goal, the ultimate goal is to ensure that we are able to autonomously operate all these machines, all these technologies from a remote point of view. We are not sending our colleagues, our friends, our brothers, sisters, everyone into the line of fire. We are keeping them as safe as possible and ensuring maximum productivity as possible. Ultimately, at the end of the day, this is a business, and for a business, the profit and loss and the production also matters. So to keep safety on top and then bring production to the second level, we'll have to ensure that all these technologies work cohesively together. Now when they are all connected together and all the technologies work like clockwork, then you completely have a smart mind where humans will be least required. Humans will be at the most supervisory level. Humans will be not in the direct line of fire. Humans will not be in the areas of challenge, areas of difficulty. Anything that is to be corrected can be done remotely. Anything that is to be rectified can be done remotely. This way we ensure that mines going forward can then plan and strategize for double the production volume that they're doing now, or triple the production volume that they're doing now, ensuring that in line with our nation's mineral vision, in line with Hindustan Zinc's mineral vision, we're able to produce as much as metal as possible, because this is the raw material for everything that you see in front of you nowadays. We contribute positively and effectively towards the nation's vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. I will now hand you over to Vignesh sir to take you through the ESG slides. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Surya.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for the
Just a
welcome.
second, sir. Vignesh, sir. Thank you so much, Surya, sir, for such a inspiring, or we can say, a informative session once again. And you have explained. I think the crux of your session is human will be placed at a supervisory level instead of operative level. I think so. Your main crux of this session is all about, and the burning topic of, we can say, talk of a ton of AI. You have also explained a lot about AI in the mining also. So, sir, I think the students get many much more information regarding how the AI is working in the mines, and how the Hindustan Zinc is working on this AI topic at the same moment. And you have also explained about the conventional mining and autonomous mining. The basic difference between the automated and autonomous is one of the most informative one. I think so. The students learn a lot about this. So thank you so much, sir. And now I request Vignesh sir to move forward, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सूर्या। तो अभी तक हमने जो बात किया है सब माइनिंग की है, ना कोई एयरस्पेस की बात किया, ना हमने कोई दूसरी इंडस्ट्री की बात किया। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द माइनिंग राइट नाउ। जो हमारा जो कन्वेंशनल थॉट्स है, सो नाउ माइनिंग हैज बीन गॉन वेरी फार अहेड। So from mechanics to abhi is going to smart mining, which what is happening. Just for example, even in recent May, we have run our machine, operate our machine in at Dariba location from Delhi. दिल्ली से हमने हमारा एक ड्रिल मशीन को which was in underground 400 meter below the machine. The operator was at Delhi and he showcased that the machine was operated from Delhi and the machine was in underground. So this is that, the strength of technology and what is available now. So it's already existing. Now we are going towards AI, which is what Surya has superfully demonstrated. So going forward, this all will happen with terms of ESG, because environmental, social, and governance is in a core area, core values, so which we will always keep in as a fundamental thing. Like since we are doing a responsible manner, हम जो mining कर रहा है उसके बाद हमको mining करने के बाद we should keep our environmental clean. So we should go for renewable energy. So this is what I'm asking the future generation to take care of that. And yes, social, because we are doing now mining in a ramping up our mining volumes. So we need to take care of our societies, biodiversities, and of our the nearby societies, and enriching the job opportunities and of all the skill of the people, nearby the people locality, because zero harm should be in our core values, and the strong community involvement and about the diversities. Since we all know that more than 35% of our workforce of India is of women, so they are also participating in mining now, and they have already broken the stereotypes. Mining सिर्फ men का है, उस stereotype already broke हो चुका है. So they are actually participating now. So it's already started. So now it's up to you how you're taking the torch bearing thing forward. Yes, governance part, of course, because everything transparency is one of the thing in all the industries. Of course, mining also transparency is very important in terms of what we are doing, how we are doing, how we are maintaining the records, how we are mining. Because as a mining engineer, we have a responsibility, like we have any limited resources. It's our responsibility how to do a responsible mining in a conservative way, out of sustainable way. And गोइंग फॉरवर्ड, जैसे आपने देखा है ये हमने टेक्निकल चीज हमने रखने का एक मेन पर्पस ये था, सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द प्रेजेंट माइनिंग इंडस्ट्री. लाइक यू हैव सीन हियर, now mining is the fundamental thing, but apart from that, how the maintenance and all the electricals and mechanical diplomas and other parts also having a equal contribution now in the mining to take it forward. Now I will want to see next slide please for our growth opportunities. So what is expecting from you? What are the skills that a future mining fraternity is expecting from the industry? So like, yes, of course, mining करना है, mining के बारे में जानना होगा. So we should have a strong fundamental on the mining, like of our ventilation, geology, blasting, ground control methods, everything. Yes, that's the basic, the fundamental things. But what is apart from that? Apart from that, for sustainable one, safety leadership, you should have the strong mindset, that zero harm mindset and risk awareness thing, so that for sustainable काम करने के लिए हमको safety को प्रॉब्लम लेके चलने पड़ेगा apart from your fundamentals. That's very important. So these are some of the skills which added in our recent buckets of mining industry, like higher productivity, because nowadays mining is going deeper and deeper. So if safe and efficient operation is paramount along with our fundamentals, and with cost optimized, because we can't mining at any cost, that one क्या viable नहीं होगा. So आपको efficient के साथ cost optimized mindset रखना होगा, plus sustainable, because most of the mineral deposit we all know that nearby the hilly regions, terrains, or maybe in any permanent infrastructures like railways, something like that. So हमारा जो method of mining should be a sustainable one. For that we need to adopt innovation. That's why this AI and smart mining is in place now. And of course, जब आप माइनिंग कर रहे हो, यू आर ऑफ कोर्स इम्पैक्ट रहेगा कम्युनिटी पे. सो एज यू शुड डेमोन्स्ट्रेट ए लीडरशिप ड्राइवन थिंग्स where you are taking the nearby society and the biodiversity along with you in a safer manner. That's the only thing how you're taking in a sustainable mining way. And yes, why this is important, why nowadays digital AI awareness is important, data interpretation important, because we are expanding our operations. The mining expanding, the India's vision is expanding, all the industry is expanding. If everyone is expanding, the source of all this raw material from the minings, so we need more, to be more efficient. We need data. Now the is generation data driven generations there. The generate all the data is collecting now. Now is the time to utilize those data to make it more efficient. That's why the AI comes here. If you are expanding our operation, safety comes place here. The more manpower will be here, more machines will be here. So how we are going to manage the safety with this huge expansion? So in safety and for efficiency, now the data driven operation will be here. Now comes to autonomous. अभी अगर जो डेटा ड्राइवन है, पहले आदमी करते थे, now it's become AI. We have the data. Now AI will generate the things. What are the possible reasons for the less efficiency? Possible reasons for our not any incidents, so that the people will learn from the AI. So because sometimes when the human is doing some analysis, there might be some possibility of missing something. But when it comes to AI, which is a driven, because we have the AI agents, which is properly trained by a huge number of data, millions of data. So the it will cover all the possible outcome, the previous experiences. So that's why the AI comes in place here. So I'm asking my the future leaders, please work on these skills. Even the even the all the education industry also, please focus on these skills which will add value while they are going into industry, so that they will be prepared while they entering the industries. There may be a lot of open forums available right now. So please involve yourself to accommodate all these things apart from the strong mining fundamentals. But don't forget that mining fundamentals is very important on when you're choosing a career close to the rock, so that your fundamentals will be very strong. So how will be career? So what you are going to do after your studies? Because one thing I would like to emphasize here: your diploma is not the end; it's just a start. You always keep in mind. You always keep learning. So like you were saying that now you are in as a diploma or graduate trainees. After once you start industry, join industry, you will become a shift boss or a shift in charge, or as a shift supervisors. Then you become a statutorily माइंड फोरमैन, देन यू बिकम द माइंड मैनेजर. सो बिफोर जस्ट जैसे हम लोग जॉइन कर रहे थे, हम हमारा थॉट प्रोसेस माइंड मैनेजर तक थे. सो माइंड मैनेजर इज वन ऑफ द एक ड्रीम थे. So there are a lot of things apart from that, like you can become a technical specialist. This is what the one. You can become a specialist for ventilation, especially for drilling and blasting of AI, of ground controls, of our AI agents. So a lot of opportunities after that. And like digital mining specialist, there are you have huge number of data in all the industries. So how we are going to utilize those data? So you can become a digital mining specialist, so that you can make the mining more efficient way, and as a smart mining way, and as a mine hidden leadership roles. Like what exactly this is? Nowadays mining or new blocks are getting actioned, so there's a demand of mining pattern is getting increasing. So only thing is you have to prepare yourself for that. So for that, only thing is your strong fundamentals should be very strong, and you should have mindset of continuous learning as per the your industry requirement. Like you can go for specialist course of from minings of AI, or of any consultancy of software developing. All these things we need to add values in your to make it a smarter one, smart mining. And certification courses or any teamwork courses, because mining is a teamwork, it's not a team sport. So you need to understand that the art of communication and the art of teamwork, that also added value for your efficient leadership. And finally the output will the performance and integrity and audit things. Nowadays the safety audits and the governance audit is one of the major paramount thing in industry, because why it's important is we need to assess ourselves where we are now and where we want to go. Then only the improvement will start, because any success will stop, any learning will stop, you will start you will start learning. So please always keep yourself learn. And maybe this is very important things which I like to emphasize here, because many students maybe think that only core mining is the only opportunity we are having. No, it's not like that. You see the from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a limited things which we pointed out here. There are a lot of things which is audible in the open market. Like we have, apart from the industries, we have the governing bodies, we have the IBM, DGMS, and GSI, even every state having its own state mining corporations. Rajasthan state mining, Tamil Nadu state mining, Odisha, state mineral corporations have a very big opportunity in every states or in the governing bodies. So you can lead that mining industry in a safe and a structured manner. You can become a policy maker. You can become the governing bodies of entire Rajasthan. So there are a lot of things available in the governing bodies. Even they are having so many vacancies available now. Only thing is you should be prepare yourself for that thing. Apart from that, as from the previous speaker from Surya and Anurag, you might have at least imagined that we have become mechanized one. So all the equipments need specialist. And only thing is यहाँ पे माइनिंग का बंदा है, माइनिंग का मशीनरी को अच्छा जान सकता है. So every mining machine manufacturers need the mining fraternity people to make the machine designs in a more robust way and more eco-friendly ways. So that's why even the OEMs in the HEM also, the heavy machine manufacturer also require the mining fraternity peoples like Epiroc, Kenwell, Normet, Sandvik, Komatsu. So everyone having their technical skills, having the people of background of mining. Apart from that, mining consultancies. So now is a age of era of outsourcing the things because one people don't want to do all the works. So everyone want to specialize. So there are a lot of consultants available in the market like SRK, EMC, Deloitte. So what they are working in specific things like ventilation consultancy, geotechnical consultancy.
I think sir has lost the connections.
Right.
No issues, sir. No issues.
Okay. So I
Yes.
think sir has lost the connection. I'll just, anyways, we've sort of wrapped up to the last slide. So key takeaways for today, for everyone that has taken the time out and taken the time to listen to us patiently. So what we want to reiterate and put the message across is mining is not just a process. It is something that we want to keep sustainable and we want to keep continuous. This is one of the oldest traditions in terms of industrial processes, and this will keep going because this is the main raw material producer for a stronger tomorrow. Every material that you see, every single small thing that you might see in front of you, from a normal mobile phone to a television to tables, desks, chairs, is materials that have been obtained through the process of mining. So as the future of mining, you the audience today, I would for you to the key takeaways for you today would be is uh, this particular position or this particular industry does not have limitations. uh, the sky is the limit. You just need to practice the fundamentals. As sir mentioned in the slide just before, there is a diverse range of industries, sectors, governing bodies that you can be involved in. Mining is not a very limited but more of a broader industry where you can show your excellence, show your expertise, excel in, from the trainee position all the way up to CXO positions. We've got various examples within Hindustan Zinc. People have started from all the way from the bottom, as a workman level, as a shift worker, shift in charge foreman, and they've come all the way up to being a CEO now. They are heading the entire mine. They are heading the entire Hindustan Zinc as an organization level or at a group level for Vedanta itself. So these are the few things that you might want to practice that is listed out on this slide is safety, efficiency, being smart about what you want to do, and most importantly being responsible about what you're doing. Sustainable mining, what kind of practices that you are deploying, how you want to keep it sustainable, how you're helping the community. Obviously big industries like mining also provides back to the community in the form of employment, in the form of CSR activities, continuous learning, and then ultimately we are helping India, the nation as a whole, in achieving its vision of the mineral future. So I would like to thank everyone that has attended the session today, and I'll leave it up to you, Neeraj, for your closing remarks, and Vignesh sir if he's connected back.
Yes, sorry for the interruption. Yes, thank you, Surya, to take it up. So one of the strong message is, to make a strong India, so we need to be very stronger. So I wish you all the best for the future leaders. I'm hopeful. We are waiting to meet in somewhere in the industry. So we have very diversified, our opportunities available all over India. So the sky is the limit. Yes, already mentioned by Surya. So all the best, my future leaders. Expecting you guys, see you somewhere around us.
थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर सच इंस्पायरिंग वर्ड बट मैं एक चीज़ जरूर मेंशन करना चाहूँगा पैसिफिक यूनिवर्सिटी इज वर्किंग वेरी हार्ड ऑन दिस ऑल द इश्यूज विच आई हैव डिस्कस्ड the safety aspect which you are discussing all the three speakers you are saying about the safety. Pacific University is offering bachelors in fire technology industrial safety management and the scaffolding and work at height and you know the all the words. We are also providing certification programs on all these aspects, the first aid, emergency preparedness and all that. एट द सेम मोमेंट सर आई डेफिनेटली आपकी बात से मैं सहमत हूँ कि सर जो स्किल्स जो रिक्वायर है फ्यूचर इंजीनियर्स को वो देखनी चाहिए, सिर्फ माइनिंग ही नहीं, माइनिंग के अलावा स्पेशलिटी भी एक अपना अपना एस्पेक्ट है, बहुत सारे स्पेशलिस्ट अब चाहिए। और जो कैरियर पाथ पे आप जो रोड मैप जो आपने लर्निंग का बताया बच्चों को, और मेरे हिसाब से बच्चे भी उस पर ज़रूर इस बात पर अमल करेंगे सर, और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि सर हम एक साथ मिलकर एक बहुत अच्छा इंडिया का फ्यूचर बनाएं। और जो एक माइनिंग अपना आप में एक जो हब है, क्योंकि वी आर इन राजस्थान एंड वी आर इन उदयपुर, जस्ट उदयपुर इज अ हब ऑफ माइनिंग वी कैन से। सो सर अपन जरूर से इसके बाद बात करेंगे। सर ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ पैसिफिक यूनिवर्सिटी आई एक्सटेंड माई हार्टफुल ग्रेटिट्यूड टू अवर डिस्टिंग्विश्ड स्पीकर्स मिस्टर विघ्नेश कुमार जी, मिस्टर अनुराग जी, मिस्टर सुरेश रविचंद्रन जी, and thank you sir for taking time from your busy schedule and sharing your valuable industry experience and knowledge with our students. I think the student will learn a lot from your inspiring session. Thank you so much sir from Pacific University sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Sir.